What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Madhouse. And today I want to talk about a game that I got kind of recently. It is Diablo 4, and this is the first Diablo of the franchise I've played. There are four of them. This is the fourth one, and this is the first one I am playing. I've heard legendary things about the franchise, how great it is, how much time you can sink into the game, how much content there is, how fun it is with friends and all of that. So I was very, very excited to play this game, this iteration of Diablo 4. With Lilith, the protagonist, the villain. She looked amazing. The story looked really good in the trailers. I was so hyped. I pre-ordered the game, the $90 deluxe edition. I was so excited, couldn't wait. I got to play the game early, like 4 days, 5 days early. So I was grinding from the start, you know, uh, really just trying to feel my way through the game. My friends were playing by themselves, and I was going through solo at first. Again, just finding my way through the game. It's a RPG, so there's no real roadmap. This is kind of on rails, but there's no rails really. You can go wherever you want, but to go through the story, you do have to follow certain paths. So I was doing that, trying to go through the story not as quickly as possible, but I was really interested in the story, so that's why I was progressing it so quickly. Um, because I the side quest didn't get me going, didn't get me really sucked in. Neither did like sellers or anything. The outposts were fun and challenging. Especially, I was playing a necromancer. Let's get that out of the way too. I am playing a necromancer. Season one hasn't dropped yet, or I think people can play it. But I don't know if I can play it yet. I really haven't looked into it. I've looked into the patch, but I don't know when it's dropping exactly. So yeah, playing Necromancer. Really excited to play Necromancer. Going into it, I've always liked Necromancers. Them raising the dead. I thought that was cool. Raising the dead, and they're on your side. Thought that was so cool. So pumped to play that. I knew I was going to play that character from the start. In the beta, I played Rogue and Necromancer. So yeah, excited to play that. Get into the game and the Necromancer builds. There was like one build, Bone Spear, and you basically have to sacrifice your minions. There's no minion based build. So you're not really raising the dead. You're more of a sorcerer. So I was really confused by that, but hey, we're still pounding through the story. We're going through. It is challenging, especially for somebody like, I haven't played a ton of dungeon crawlers, played some like Minecraft dungeons. I've played Gauntlet Legends. So I have played some dungeon crawlers, but this is the most challenging one out there. Supposedly there's Path of Exile as well. I haven't played that. But so playing this, it was a bit of a challenge for me. I really wish there was a WASD movement. So the point and click, the pathing, I just hated it. That's, I think, one of the biggest challenges for me in the game was the pathing. I struggled to dodge people with the slow necromancer. He just moves so slowly. He or she they move so slowly. Seemed like way slower than every other character in the game, and I was always getting caught by stuff from off the screen on the capstone dungeon, the one to get into level 3, I believe, or yeah, level 3. I was just getting murked by the attacks that would come out of nowhere. I couldn't move quick enough, and it was just frustrating. And with the horse riding the mount, I felt like the pathing was just so bad, and like I was dying for WASD so bad, because like the mount wouldn't speed up quick enough, or wherever you were trying to go on the screen, or like certain parts of the screen, it wouldn't speed up. It would be moving so slowly, barely galloping, and it was just so frustrating. I don't know. The movement to me coming. I haven't played Diablos before. It was so infuriating to me sometimes, getting caught by stuff that would entrap you and then kill you instantly. It would punish you so bad. And I just wish that the movement was better, in my opinion. That was one of the big slights for this game. Um, Overall, I was really hyped going into the game. I thought it was really good. especially the story. The story is really good, but I've made it to about like level 60, and my interest just dropped off. I was collecting all the altars of Lilith, and I'm looking at the interactive map and just collecting the altars, going back and forth. Not too entertaining, just kind of fetching altars of Lilith, and then completing the outpost. To me, it just the content wasn't really rewarding. I didn't feel like I was accomplishing a lot. A number was coming up on screen. Oh, with this altar, I got 5 more intelligence across all my accounts. Cool. Like, and then again, I can't get minions. So the build I wasn't having fun with it. The content I'm not really feeling it's that rewarding. The story again was amazing. I did really like the story. So I coming out of the game when after I beat the story, I'm like, oh, this is a like a 7.8 out of 10. I was really enjoying it, but it just fell off quickly, really really fast, steep decline. And the more I've stewed upon it and just sat on it and slept on it, the score keeps going down and down and down. And I was like, okay, well, season one, I'm really, really excited for season one. But everything that I've seen from like Asmongold, DM, the YouTuber, just all the content creators for Diablo, it just seems very grim, the future of at least the recent or upcoming future for Diablo. And it's just so disappointing to me as somebody who's new to the franchise, and just the legendary stories that have come from, Diablo 2 and 3. And the first one, I was really looking to, be a part of some of those stories. And it just doesn't seem like any of those stories are there to be a part of. Like, there's no content there. Or well, there is content, but it feels like a new world where I'm just like doing stuff to do stuff. Like, there's really no rhyme or reason. Like, I'm just doing dungeons to, I guess, get, mid max fucking armor and shit. And the armor and the stats are so hard to read. Again, from somebody who's never played Diablo, I don't even know what the fuck I'm reading sometimes. Oh, this does that, blah, 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 blah. It's like a math problem almost. It's almost an equation. So it's frustrating to me, again, that there's just not that content, not that I don't want it to be for casuals. I want it to be for enthusiasts. I want to become an enthusiast. I want to sink my time into it, but it's not intuitive. It's not, enthralling. It's not immersive. I want to play something else at this point, and it's not drawing me back in. And with the season 1 update, that doesn't seem to be drawing me in either, with them nerfing everything. So overall, I'm just very, very disappointed in Diablo. Money well spent. The story again was good. I enjoyed the story a ton, but I don't know, for $90, maybe I paid 70, I would feel differently. But right now, I'm at like a 5.4 out of 10 for Diablo. It's dropping the ball. Again, the story is amazing, but I feel like missing a lot. And in 2023, there's not enough game mechanics, not enough content, not enough lore, and not enough accessibility. So it's just frustrating, but I am enjoying it. I hope to get back into it someday. And I appreciate anybody who's tuned in and listened to this testimonial of a Diablo from somebody who's getting into the franchise for the first time with Diablo 4 and my experience with it. But I appreciate everybody again tuning in. I stream every day on Kick, so check me out over there and make sure you drop a sub. Thank you so much. Matt out. Later.